Okay, so this is going to be how to log in and add to your website if you already have one. And those of you who already have one, like all the kiddos that have taken my 10th grade class, please, please, please help your fellow folks in the class to be able to make one. But you just end up at your dashboard is how you could find this. I'm going to click on new website. And then other than like creating an account, all of these steps are the same for our folks who have never made one of these before. Okay, we want to go to editor for coding experts, very important. We're going to skip this step because we can. I always choose Zurich Bikes. I would choose between these two. Select template. We want the free one for sure. Name your website. So make it something professional that you don't mind an employer seeing. So I'm going to go with Miss Lewis. I would actually, if I was actually making this, I would call it Miss Lewis or Miss Lauren Lewis ePortfolio, something like that. But I've made a million of these, so I'm gonna have to get creative in what I name it to make sure that I'm not creating the same thing I've always done. Okay, so I click on this. Oh boy, it was telling a student of mine this earlier today. So what luck we are having with Jimdo. Okay, I'm so very sorry. It's not going to let me show you past that step. So I'm going to have to publish what I've got for my ELA classes for how they make their websites. So adapt it, changing it to the requirements that your checklist says for making your navigation bar, have all the things that it's supposed to have, and so on and so forth. So I will show you this ePortfolio that I've got. You can put your first name or whatever you want students to call you. So Miss Lewis's ePortfolio, you could have your first and last name, however you decide to do it. So I went with an About Me page, my artifacts page that's got all of my things like this, okay, my field experience teaching demonstration. Okay, so as I mentioned, to change and make things the way that you want them to be. So your About Me page, there was a heading already here, probably says something about bikes if it's the Zurich Bikes one. I just changed that to welcome to my website. The only thing with Jimdo is that you have to save every step as you go along. So I'm very sorry about that. It's not like our wonderful Google things that save everything automatically. And then you just have to mouse over anywhere where you want to add something. And if you can add something there, this little add element will pop up. So add element, I have a horizontal line, as you can see here. So you would add that here if you want one of those. I like it to just sort of like break up my page a little bit. I have an image here. This image should be of you though. So an image of you or something school related that looks like that. And then I've got About Me, a quote that represents my teaching style, accomplishments, or hobbies. I'd say one or the other, just because that is on two different lines and I don't like that. But then you would go through and list some About Me information. That could include anything that you want it to. It could be, I would probably keep this to like you as a person, then your quote about teaching, because then over here you could put like accomplishments, like this class that you've taken. You should say that you've taken this class so that they know that you what you've done. You've done 20 service hours in classrooms, any other like accomplishments you've had if you have taken AP classes or are getting your associate's degree before you graduate high school, like stuff like that. I would include those things over here. So maybe, yeah, I'll keep this one accomplishments. And then I would put hobbies over here and like the About Me information, stuff that you like to do, that you enjoy. And then that is your first page done. Add element and then photo is how I got this. Okay. Down here, these were already here for me because I had the Zurich Bikes template before, and then I just changed all of these to say what I wanted them to say. But if you wanted to add this and it wasn't already there, you would click Add Element, columns. And then my columns have appeared up here. And then you would add what you want in each one. So do you want a heading, which is what these are? They're a little bit bigger. I made them medium, right? So you could choose the size of your header. If you wanted to put a picture in, or photo galleries where you could put slideshows, things like that, you could do any of those things and add them here. Oh, if you want to delete an entire column set, you have to do edit columns and then delete. And just delete anything else that is already on the page. Delete everything that's down here at the bottom. I don't want your Twitter account or any of that stuff linked on here, so get rid of all of that. Okay, over here on artifacts, again, I just changed the heading that was already there. This is a large heading to say artifacts. I added a horizontal line with add element underneath here so that it looks the same as all my other pages. And then I did a medium heading here and called it lesson plan. Then I've got, oh goodness, let me click on a lot of things. Okay, then you can add element, and for what I have right here is a document. So I did more things that you can add, and then this is a file download where I'm so sorry, where you can add the actual file, like your assignment that you did. So that's that option. If you wanted to do a button, you can do a button so that you can name it. And if you do it like this, you can decide whether or not you have this heading up here. If you're just going to have this be like lesson plan 1 for your solo lesson, right? And then you would link your lesson to that button. So when you click on it, it opens your file elsewhere. And then you could do another button, lesson plan 2. Team teach, right? Because we did 2 different types of lessons. I would include both because it shows that you are diverse and know how to do it. So if you're going to, link it, you click that link button. It's an external link or a file download, right? If you did it in Google Docs, that's how you do a link like that. But yours is probably a file download, and you would find the file here, set link, save. So you could do these really pretty buttons if you don't want just the like file showing up that way. Honestly, either way is fine with me. Just repeat that over and over again for all of your different requirements for the documents that you need to have on here. Okay, your field experience page, I want you to include, let's double check, make sure I don't lie to you, a reflection on your field experience and write a paragraph or more about what it taught you, what kind of teacher you want to be, what things you did, and stuff like that. So this can be written or recorded. I recommend a recording. It's always better for someone to see your face than to not. So again, up to you. I would keep it to be about 1 to 2 minutes. See, I've got a little video spot right here. Oh goodness, go away. So you would do add element and then video. Note that you can only add certain video types. So if you click this little question mark button, the video types that are supported are either YouTube or Vimeo. So you could record yourself talking about your lesson, and you can do that here in class. Record each other. Make it happen. 1 to 2 minutes talking about your field experience, what it meant to you, things such as that. Publish it to YouTube, and then you just copy and paste the link here. And then, okay, that should show up. Honestly, I don't know what this video is. Okay, well, this is a TED Talk. Let's pretend that it's the video that I recorded of myself. I always center them because I think it looks nice, and then save. And there would be a video recording here. And then if not, you could do text where you type up your paragraph or more, and honestly it might be nice to have both. It would look really good. So my field experience, and then tell me about it. How was it? Who did you work with? Or you don't have to name names, but like what grade level teacher that you worked with, if you really loved their teaching style, if there were things you would change, keep the same. what you liked or disliked about the experience, things like that. You can tell us about specific instances with the kids are always nice. And that would be your field experience page. Your teaching demonstration page, you need to have your lesson plans from your team teaching. And so honestly, just do the same thing that you did on your artifacts page. You do on this page as well. And then reflect on how the lesson went. Would you change anything? If you would, what would you, so like, what did you do? What would you change? What went well? You have your feedback from me that you can use for this very reflection. So reflect back on that. If you do not have yours, I have a stack of them over here. So you can grab them from the stack. I think I have a few of yours left. So you can do that. All right. That's your teaching. Oh, look at this. Okay. Well, our cute Sydney Reed is right here. This is not her teaching reflection. This is a video we made for something else, but then you would describe what this clip is from. This is a clip from my teaching demonstration. Email me for the whole thing. If you can't, fit you're just doing a reflection. We didn't actually record your lessons. So that would be your teaching demonstration page. Really powerful stuff. If somebody is looking to hire you, they can hear everything that you think about your actual lesson. All right. As far as the last requirement on your checklist, besides submitting it, is personalizing it. So you will personalize by clicking on the 3 lines that were in the corner. You go to Design, Style, and then you can choose your color scheme here, different fonts, things like that. So make it however you want it to look. Then you're going to need to delete either the bike picture or the cupcake picture and add a picture of your own here. And then you are all personalized and ready to go. So that one should be decently easy, hopefully, and don't break your brain over it. Just make it look nice, right? And that was a 12-minute video. Sorry that was really long, but you'll do great. Work together. If you have a different platform that you would like to use, like you're really great at making Google websites and you want to make a Google website instead of a website like this, then by all means, I just don't know how to help you with it. So you need to have all of these same elements on your website, regardless of what type of website creator tool you use. So good luck. I believe in you. I miss you. And you're great.